Call it all handsomes. We're conducting an audience survey at gum.fm/handsome, and we want to hear from you so we can keep making the podcast that you love.
You know this, we know this. There are ads on our podcast. We want to improve that experience, but in order to do that, we need to know more about you, our audience. The survey's quick, it's easy, it's a free way to support this podcast. It'll take you 2 minutes, and you're going to really be helping us out so much by doing it.
So go to gum.fm/handsome to fill out our audience survey. That's gum.fm/handsome. Thank you.
Allstate makes it easy to switch and save money on your home insurance policy, and that's a fact. You deserve the best plan at the best price, so get a quote from Allstate. It's easier than you think to start saving.
Check Allstate first, and you could save $574 on your home insurance. No hassle, just savings. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state, based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Handsome, chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod. Chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod.
Cheers. Welcome to the Handsome Pod.
Oh, that was just like chicken.
It's your handsome podcaster, Fortune Feimster.
I'm also your handsome podcaster, May Martin.
I am your pretty little lady, Tig Notaro.
Yeah.
May, turn it up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
May,
turn it
get
up.
that party going.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that song in so long. Fortune, keep singing it.
It's been a while.
going.
Keep that party going in your pants.
Yeah.
And invite people.
And then get to you remember the really sad bridge?
Don't kick me out too early. I'm in your pants. What, May?
Remember the really sad bridge of the song that got suddenly really sad? Can you do that part, Fortune?
Oh, we were all at the party and we had RSVP'd. And when we got to the door, they said, "We don't see your response. So you have to
sad.
go
Oh my
out of
God.
This is
May's
heartbreaking.
This is heartbreaking.
Well, when you RSVP'd in May's pants, we mean you really RSVP'd.
I like
just
to keep
peed.
track. I like to have a written record of who's in my pants. So you do have to RSVP or else you're not
Yeah,
getting
you
in.
do.
Do you ever hear it like, hello,
And I
on your
go,
pants?
what's the password?
RSVP. Man, but that was heartbreaking, Fortune.
It was
That-
because when you think you've RSVP'd yes, and it turns out either they didn't get it or the RSVP was no, that's sad.
I don't think
Oh,
I've ever
ouch.
had that happen, but I know it would be heartbreaking.
You ever get those evites and it's like, yes, no, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when I do maybe, that part of me where I don't want to be saying
don't
I'm
wanna
going
say-
to something and then I'm not there. And then, I'm like, do I have to go check back? Because in my brain, I'm like, oh, I RSVP'd maybe to my friend's
Yeah.
book launch. Nobody cares,
So many
right?
book launches. So many book launches. If I had
Look,
a
I'm
dollar,
trying to get this book launched.
You guys, how is your day so far?
Well, Tig has been doing stuff. That's all I know. You went to a baseball game.
Yep. My son's team loses every game, but that's not to say they're not good at playing. Yeah. Finn is the pitcher and he's a really good pitcher. Like, it's crazy. He doesn't just pitch the ball. He knows different pitches.
Whoa.
That's what's up.
So what's
Yeah.
the rest of the team doing? Letting him down?
Everyone's doing their best,
Yeah.
Catching butterflies.
Yeah,
in the
wandering
outfield.
off. But I think it's probably good actually.
Yeah, it's
Especially for
character building.
Finn. Yeah, I think it's good for Finn because he is so good and he's so athletic that it's probably good for him to be on a losing team. I don't
Definitely.
know.
Humble.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't really, I think we've talked about this. I don't really follow sports. It's not my thing. I play and I'm athletic. I can't even say I play. I used to play soccer and,
You play
all of-
pickleball, don't you? Don't you?
I
Pickleball.
did, but I broke my femur and I had all
Oh, of
sorts of
course,
issues.
of course,
Like,
yes.
of course I did, yes. And I have to have surgery when I finish filming Star Trek. So it's hard. I can't
shit.
play pickleball. But anyway, the point is, I don't know what I was talking about.
It's like a Mighty Ducks situation. They're the underdogs. That's very charming and sweet. I think it'd be weird if they
For
were
sure,
just like.
but why was I
annihilating.
talking about me being athletic? That's where I don't have a clue.
Were you talking
what I
about
was...
you watching the game, or what kind of
Oh yes,
fan
yes,
mom
yes.
are you?
Yeah. I am. This is who I am. We will be. Well, just to back up a little bit, when I first got together with Stephanie, we had been together like a year, maybe 9 months or something, and she joined an all-female basketball team.
Oh, I
Yes.
remember
And-
that. The Pistol Shrimps.
This Pistol Shrimps. And so I went to her game, the first game I ever went to. I watched the game. We leave. We get into the car. And I said, that was fun. And she was like, "Ugh, that girl was throwing elbows and blah, blah, blah. And then I should have had that one shot. And I saw this side of her where I remember I was stunned into silence. I was staring at her, had not seen any side of this in her personality. And it was so interesting. I didn't know how competitive she was. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't notice any of that. I was truly you know what I mean? Like that. I was just watching people jump up and throw things and whatever. And it's kind of similar with Max and Finn's game, and also they're tiny. So honestly, no matter whose team hits a ball, catches a ball, runs, it's
They're ants.
exciting. And it's like, you're clapping,
Yeah.
And so when we left, when we leave the game, it's kind of the same vibe of like, that was fun. And somebody's like, yeah, but that one, blah, blah, blah. And that. She has a whole feeling about everything. Whereas I'm
Right.
like, wow, I wasn't. And I told her, I said that I feel like it's the perfect example of ignorance is bliss. I'm not following a thing. I'm just having a great time and I'm happy. And who cares?
Just happy to be there.
Yeah, let's just watch and go home.
No parents
Yeah.
have gotten into any big brawls yet.
No, it's mainly the parents get frustrated with the ump.
The ump. Oh,
yeah, the
I wasn't.
ump.
I wasn't expecting to hear the phrase the ump
word
today.
ump.
Yeah, happy to hear it always.
Yeah, I didn't know ump was going to be a part of my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see the parents kind of hang out by the fence right behind the ump. They'll be, what are you talking about, ump? That was, that kind of
I want to
thing.
see you there next game. I want to see you behind the ump.
Me?
Yeah. Let's
Oh my God,
let's
that would
dig
be
in.
hilarious. Do you know what Finn does that is so hilarious? I didn't know that this was something that you do in baseball, but when he goes up to bat, he holds the bat and he puts his hand out behind him at the
What is
at
that?
the
Why?
ump.
You're asking
Meaning
for time.
he's not
You're
ready.
asking for time
Oh.
Even
to get a stance.
he doesn't need that. Also, he does it when there's no ump. He just does that when he's so performative. He does
He's,
it.
he's just mimicking
He
professional
mimics-
baseball players.
Yeah, it is
That's
the
wicked.
cutest, funniest thing. And Stephanie
get
pointed
your
that out to
spot.
me. Yeah,
You're like,
and she
"Not
was like, she was like, you know what he's doing? I was like, what? And she was like, he's telling the ump to hold on. He's not quite ready, and it's so ridiculous because of course he's ready. He's 8.
That's
you know.
funny.
What kind of personality type you think wants to be an ump? Is it like a control thing, like or even a ref in soccer and stuff? It feels like a really specific type.
Yeah,
Like they
know?
love the sport, but they can't play. They don't really play anymore.
Yeah.
See, I could see. I think Finn really enjoys playing, but he also loves reffing. And they call him the ref at his school because he gets in there and he refs all different games. He knows the rules to every game and he keeps track. Like early this morning, we went and played putt-putt golf. And he's the scorekeeper. He is the scorekeeper.
He went from putt-putt to baseball. Wow.
Yeah.
This is a sporty
busy.
family. Yes, seriously.
Well, and we just got Max a skateboard. We
Oh
went and got
Lord.
Stephanie and I took Max on his special day with us, and we went just the two. Me and Stephanie took Max to the skateboard shop, and he was like, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" We're like, it's a surprise." And we pull up.
Oh,
and
that's the best.
Go in, and he walked in, and he has wanted a skateboard forever. We walk in, and he sees wall-to-wall skateboards, and his face lit up, and he looked up at us, and we were like, "Yep, we're getting a skateboard."
Oh,
and Stephanie
my
started
God.
crying because when he looked at us, "Oh my God, I'm getting a skateboard."
That's
but
good.
yeah, they're pretty sporty. Yeah.
I wanted to learn how to skateboard, but I was too much of a wuss.
It's so
It just
scary.
felt like I was gonna hurt myself.
I love the way you
skateboarded.
touched your face when you said that. I was going to hurt myself.
Yeah.
I hurt myself.
I want
was
to
a bit
hurt
of a
my
wuss.
face.
I
Yeah.
was a wuss.
I feel like I could maybe pull off being a skater
I
Like,
could
For
see that.
sure.
energetically.
I assumed
but,
you were a skater.
Yeah, I was going to
Thank
say, I
you.
assumed you
No.
had four wheels under you at
Where
all
you were
times.
like pushing your hair back, like
That
Yeah.
is such a compliment.
Girls and
like
guys chasing you down the street.
yeah.
oh, you
Want a
guys
piece
are
of
so
that?
nice
Avril
to me.
Lavigne.
RSVPing to my pants.
I'm a
Yeah.
skater boy.
Oh my God, RSVPing to your pants.
I would love to
It's-
like
it's
flip the
fun.
board up on my shoulder, like
Yeah.
yeah, that would be
It's not
cool.
too late.
Yeah, I guess
No,
you're right.
It's never too late to start skateboarding.
Yeah.
So, what should I do first? Get my driver's license or learn to skateboard?
Oh, you definitely should get your driver's license first.
Okay, all right.
When is that happening? I thought that was happening like a year ago.
I know. Remember the whole saga? I had Perla, the teacher. I took 9
Yeah.
lessons.
What happened?
Just life, life.
Stephanie's sister had a driving instructor that had her drive through a fast food restaurant while they were.
I respect
That's
that a
what's
lot.
up.
I really respect that.
You do need to practice going through a drive-through.
Big time. That's why you
and
get
you
a
need
car.
to practice eating and driving. It's
Yeah.
it's the rules.
There are some drive-throughs where you can see how many cars have smashed into the side of the wall.
Really? Just drunk people being like, I got a Big
Yeah,
Mac,
just-
and then just,
It was a sharp turn and they couldn't handle it.
that's not going to be me.
And then
I'm
you
gonna be
think, well, now I have
smooth.
to spend $1,000 to fix my car for this $15 meal.
You could also go through the drive-through on your skateboard.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you think they would serve
Yes.
you?
Yes.
They would?
Whoa.
I thought if you were on foot, it was a no-go.
But you got
Well,
wheels.
sure, but yeah, May's not on foot. May is
No way.
on wheels. Don't judge my car. Don't
Yeah,
judge my car.
Yeah, this is a car. How do you define
Yeah.
a car?
This is my car.
What if I got those shoes, like running shoes that have little wheels in the soles?
Yeah.
wheelies?
You pull up and you order.
Screech. Yeah.
Screech.
I had some chicken McNuggets the other day. I haven't had like McDonald's in a long time.
Like how long?
Well, not that long. Maybe
That's
6
why I want to
months.
know.
Yeah, maybe 6 months. But it's like a really specific mood takes me, and it was getting
Yeah.
colder out, and I wanted some steaming nugs, and I
Steaming nugs.
yeah, and
Oh my
and
God.
they were
What are we talking about?
20 chicken McNuggets, 20 chicken
You had
McNuggets.
20?
I had 20.
Yeah, but 20
And the-
nugs sounds like something that I also don't want to be a part of.
20 nugs?
Yeah,
nugs is
not
a lot
even
of
19.
nugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
felt
went-
really
you went for the gusto there.
I felt pretty rough after, I will say, but man,
Did you have
that
different
first bite-
sauce?
Oh yeah, I had all the sauces.
Oh, you had multiple kinds of sauces?
Yeah, barbecue, hot mustard.
I would never have
um,
guessed I would be on a podcast basically
Where we are
promoting
promoting
McDonald's.
I don't want to
Yeah.
lie. I did have a Happy Meal last night.
Last night. Oh my god.
I had a
Listen.
gig in Vegas. I just flew back like 2 hours ago.
And we're not saying we support McDonald's as a business or franchise.
You
We're also
are
saying
supporting them
we're also
as a
saying we
business and a
don't
franchise.
not We're also saying we don't not support.
We're saying
What
don't
comes
go
in a
there.
Happy Meal? Like that's what I thought
It
that was
was
for
a good
children.
It was 6 nugs
Okay.
and a
Six
little
nugs.
baby fry because I didn't want a big meal.
Sure.
And it was right outside the casino. And Vegas is a whole thing, you know? And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to go. My manager was like, you want to go to a restaurant? I'm like, I surely don't. Because I was
Surely don't.
I was so tired because, I just got back from my Europe trip and then I had to
Sure.
go to Vegas.
Surely.
And I was like, I just want a little something. And the McDonald's was just right there. And I was like, I'm just going to get a Happy Meal. And I was happy.
And so,
Nope.
but tell me what a Happy It's just tiny amounts of food?
Yeah,
Is
it's like
there
a
a
smaller
toy?
version of everything.
But is there a
There
toy
was
inside?
a toy which I said no to, but I had regrets because the toy was like a mini version of Crocs.
How could you say no to that?
And you wanted that?
I
You
Wow,
could
this
put
is
them on
2 against
Biggie.
1.
You could put them on Biggie.
Exactly. 3 more Happy Meals and he has every foot go. We're all busy these days, especially if you're a homeowner. So you're looking for ways to save time and save money. The good news is that Allstate makes it easy to switch your home insurance policy and save money doing it. So get a quote today.
Check Allstate first and you could save $574 on your home insurance. No hassle, just savings. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Ever since Quince started supporting Handsome, I feel like it's easy to upgrade my wardrobe season by season. I don't have the time or the energy for a total overhaul of my closet, but it feels so good to replace some of my worn out pieces with affordable, high quality essentials from Quince.
Quince has all the seasonal must-haves like cashmere sweaters from $50, 100% European linen shirts, and versatile activewear. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices along with premium fabrics and finishes. I love that. Fall is here, and I am loving the Mongolian cashmere crewneck sweater I got from Quince. It's amazingly good quality, and at only $50, it is so much more affordable than Quince's competitors.
Upgrade your wardrobe with pieces made to last with Quince. Go to quince.com/handsome for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/handsome to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/handsome.
So
I
it
don't think
is
I've-
for children. A Happy Meal
Yes.
is for children.
It's
Yeah.
technically...
It's not just like a tiny meal. It's like,
Yeah, it's like a smaller I didn't want the big giant meal.
I understand, but it comes with a toy.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I
it's for
remember, I mean,
kids.
like with such genius marketing to call it a Happy Meal. And then I remember when I was like 10 or something, Beanie Babies were huge. Remember like the craze of Beanie Babies? And you could
Yes.
get them in your Happy Meal. And so we'd go and
could.
you'd try to find someone working
a
there who
good
you
one.
could kind of not bribe, but you could be like, hey man, can you check in the meal and see what the Beanie Baby is before? Because I really want the iguana or whatever. And then and they're not supposed to do that or trade
Yeah.
around the toys, but
And they
sometimes
would?
yeah, they would.
I
yeah.
will say it wasn't a little embarrassing to walk through the casino with my tiny little box because it does come in a very specific little box. And I had to walk through the casino holding my little box. People
You didn't
telling
have
me
to
that-
walk like that, though.
I did. I walked like it. I walked
Yeah.
like this.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
to see
And
this
people were
shuffle.
stopping me saying they enjoyed the show. It was a corporate gig. And I was like, thank you. And then someone wrote me today, saw you last night with your Happy Meal walking through
Really?
the casino. I
Oh
was
my
like,
god!
no.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
That's when people reach out on Instagram or something and say, "Hey, I saw you doing this the other day," and you're like, "Oh my god, I didn't know I
Thought
was."
no
being
one saw you.
Did I tell you about when somebody wrote and said, "I saw you at the Jewish History Museum in London"? I was like, "Oh yeah, I was there." And then they wrote, "You were playing a game of foosball by yourself," and I was like, "Fuck!" I was running from side to side. I was playing by myself. Like I was playing the game. I was
Oh
spinning.
my
You were
gosh.
you were at a Jewish museum that had a foosball table?
Yeah.
Alone?
Yeah, I went by myself to
Wait,
learn
why
stuff.
why did it have a foosball table?
That's a really good question. I think it was in the lobby. It was like Why did they?
Did you have a moment where you're like, if I'm seen right now, this will maybe look a little silly?
Absolutely
Never.
not. I thought,
Yeah, you're just living your best life.
just living my best life. Yeah.
That would be hard though, because there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot
Foozing.
of levers.
A lot of foozing, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of foozing.
Foozing the balls.
Foozing and boozing.
That's what she said.
That is, she did say that.
She
She
did.
really did.
famously.
I heard
Yeah.
her. Everybody knows she said it. So
I didn't gamble though.
Oh, you
If
didn't?
anyone's wondering.
Are you normally a gambler?
No.
Okay, so no big shock there.
You don't ever gamble?
I'm not a big gambler. I don't like losing money. And
Wait,
it's-
your mother was a gambler. No?
She was not, but that is so funny to think that my childhood issue revolves around my mother being a gambler. No, my mom doesn't hardly gamble at all. I had an uncle who gambled and had some major debts that my grandma helped pay off.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I don't like if I go to a casino and I do gamble, I don't really know how to play a lot of the games.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play poker. I could do blackjack. I don't really know the rest. So it's usually a slot machine situation. I'm partial to
Penny
the wheel
slots?
I'm partial to the Wheel of Fortune one for obvious reasons.
Why?
And
Why?
Oh,
What are they-
your name. Your name.
Oh,
Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, of course. Sorry. I was like, was Fortune on Wheel of Fortune? Like,
I was Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, and so was Tig.
I was too.
And Tig's
two against
Wheel
one?
of Fortune moment was pretty hilarious. And yeah, I give myself a limit. Like I'll only spend $100.
I want to go to a casino with both of you. And
not
maybe
Put it on the
fun.
list, Thomas.
put on the list. Because what's the game where you get some beautiful person to kiss the dice before you roll them?
Oh, I mean, that's
Craps?
not necessarily part
everywhere.
of it.
Well, I was just thinking.
No,
you
What
guys
is
would
that
cross
one
the
game
table.
where,
Every crap table doesn't just come with a beautiful person to kiss your dice.
Really?
what is that game though where you have a beautiful person RSVP to your pants?
Yeah. What's that?
Which one is that one?
Party. It's called Party in Your Pants. Mm-hmm. I wish there was a casino though that every craps table came with a beautiful person to kiss the dice.
Well, what I want is you with your little Happy Meal, and you're in like a sexy red dress or something, and I'm sitting at the craps table, and then I put my hand back, and you give it a little kiss. That's what I
Yeah,
want. And then
why not?
I roll snake eyes. Is that a thing?
I'm shoving chicken
2-1?
nuggets in my mouth, kissing your dice.
Yeah. And sometimes you give me a bite of the nug.
Yeah.
That would be so funny to have a not traditional hot chick standing at the table to kiss dice.
Wait, what are you saying?
Like if
How dare you?
Fortune, I'm including all of us here. If we were all if we were hired to stand next
Stand
to a
around
desk
a table.
for
and
like
kiss.
for straight men.
Yeah, businessmen.
Like, yeah,
Come on, Ralph.
Yeah,
That.
let us bring in your beauties.
Bring in
And,
your beauties. Here they
Bring
come.
in your beauties. Where do you
We-
want me to kiss? Where do you want
We
me to
have our
kiss it?
chicken
What do you
nugs.
want?
You have your plant-based nugs.
Yeah.
Steaming nugs.
Steaming nugs. That
Yes.
sounds like a good business model to me.
Me too. I got nothing to report from my day. I'm a little hungover.
Oh,
which,
yeah? Where
yeah,
did you go?
I just went to a friend's house, 10 houses up from me, and I drank a bottle of champagne. I thought everyone else was drinking the same bottle. Like I thought we were all drinking the bottle of champagne, but everyone was drinking different things. And then the bottle was empty, and it turned out I was the only one
Whoa,
who'd been drinking it.
a whole bottle.
Then I started doing tarot cards.
And then,
And
so
you-
when you wake up hungover, what is that? Are you like hurling everywhere, or is the room spinning? What's going on?
No, Tig, no. It's been at least 6 months since I hurled. No, I'm not a big drinker, but this morning it was like a sort of existential dread, and like what did I say? What did I say last night when I was doing tarot cards? And then, but we had a dance party in the kitchen and danced to the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. That was
There
pretty
you go.
fun.
I like that.
Nice. And it was just
Yeah.
you and a friend?
No, it was a bunch of people from the cast, and Yeah, it was good.
And
was
you
good.
read people's the tarot cards for people?
Yeah, I kind of forced I was getting really controlling about the way they were pulling the cards. I was like, the way they were thinking of the questions. I don't know. It was a weird side of my personality.
No, that's not right.
I think I gave someone a Magic Mike lap dance. That's just come back to me, and the
Then
hangover
you definitely
anxiety.
did. If you think you did, you definitely did.
Yeah,
It's too specific to have
yeah,
not
it's
happen.
really specific. Yeah, it's really specific.
And what?
I know.
How do we think that unfolded?
I think people were like
Champagne.
challenging me to dance and being like, don't be shy, you never dance. And I was like, all right.
All right.
And then I kind of
Don't be
dance.
shy, you never dance, they said?
Yeah, they were like, come on, May, dance. And I was like, okay, I guess it's all or nothing.
How does your cast know how frequently you do or do not dance?
Good question, Tig.
Thank you, Fortune.
We've been out a couple times and I haven't danced. And then also like people were dancing last night and then I was kind of lingering with my tarot cards near the side and then so
They just wanted to
I-
distract you from pulling
yeah.
these cards that were bumming people out.
yeah, and just like projecting all my own stuff onto their fortunes. Just
There's that word fortune again.
there it is again.
Mm.
Yeah.
What made that?
Today's
What
your
made you
day.
guys think of me? Do you remember if you enjoyed the Magic Mike dance yourself?
Yeah, I think I enjoyed it a lot. And then, I mean, it probably lasted about 45 seconds and around
I thought you were going
second
to say minutes.
45 minutes. 45 minutes with everyone just standing
like,
silently.
can I go to the bathroom
While you're
now?"
hurling.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And they
Tarot
can't
card
tell you
teeth.
to stop because you're the star of the show.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
those kind
You
of
are
tricky
Mike.
situations.
Jesus.
Oh, and star of the Netflix show.
You thought Tig was saying
I thought
I
you were
am
Magic Mike in
Mike.
this scenario.
No. May is the star of their show. So when you're a star, people can't say, hey,
Oh,
you're
God.
annoying. Or,
Don't
hey,
say this.
What?
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. What if no one wanted the Magic Mike lap dance?
They
No,
for
there
sure
was
didn't.
No,
They
Tig,
didn't
there
want
was-
it. They didn't
there
want
was-
it. Certainly not
oh,
for
no.
45 minutes, May.
Listen, it was 45 seconds. And then around second 44, I did suddenly think, oh my God, what am I doing? And then I stopped.
There are a lot of people out there that would want a Magic Mike dance from you. We don't know about who you gave one to last night.
Because I'm not really a confident dancer at all, but that's one thing that I think you can learn the moves and I could get good at, at Magic Mike stuff.
That is
Yeah.
the best dancer to watch is someone that's not confident. Oh, man. And so is this going to be potentially embarrassing when you return to work? And do you remember who you were? Or is this a good question too?
Magic Miking.
Yeah. Fortune, is this a
Yeah.
good question?
Yeah, that's a great question, Tig.
Okay. I like when you say that. I like when you say good question. So,
I got you, boo.
okay. Thanks.
Is this a good answer? Fortune? Yeah, it is going to be embarrassing. No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. Everyone had a
that's
great
fine.
time. I think I really brought the party. You know,
Yeah, you
the
did.
sad-
Every drunk person thinks that.
You're all
Oh my
like,
God.
you're all like sad in the corner, drunk, and then you're Magic Miking. It's amazing.
Oh my God! Oh
You
my
think
God!
everyone else was drinking and they weren't?
Oh my! No, they were drinking. They were just not drinking
I
the
don't
bottle
know. They're like, oh my God, May showed up to the party, drank a whole bottle of champagne, and was dancing on everybody.
Oh God! You
It
better
is
believe
nice
it.
that it was only 10 houses down from you, so you could just
I know.
Did you just tuck and roll home?
Yeah, I just somersaulted home. Yeah.
roll down the street.
I think at the wrap party, I have to make a point of like wearing little spectacles and being really demure. You know, and not
Little spectacles.
I don't know, being really
that makes one demure.
professorial, you know, and like, well,
Very
thanks everyone for all
demure.
your hard work, you know. But yeah, I
Very
went to the gym today
mindful.
and was sweating out that champagne and just
Were there bubbles coming out of your pores?
just covered in bubs.
Bubs.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Well, there was
Yeah.
a little dish of chalk in the gym that you can use you put on your hands before you pick up the weights. So I'm like dipping into the dish with my sweaty palms, and then this woman is like, sorry, can you not use my chalk? And it wasn't a communal chalk.
Oh
it was
no!
just her.
I was about to say, I've not heard of communal chalk in a gym unless
It
it's
was,
a gymnast gym.
I know, it was her personal chalk. Yeah.
And
said,
she
"Can you
said
not
that
use my
directly. Can you
chalk?"
not
Yeah.
use my chalk?
Because I just walked up right beside her and dipped my palms in, you know.
But also,
Yeah.
I would let someone use it once.
I know.
But May kept going back, right?
Definitely went a couple
Oh,
times.
you went
yeah.
a couple
Well,
times.
you
Okay.
have to let them use it once because
You have
they
to let-
did
yeah.
something you weren't expecting to happen, and oops,
yeah.
it got your chalk. So whether you let them happen or not.
I've got your chalk.
Well, when we were putt-putt golfing this morning,
Yeah.
Listen to all of our lives. What's happening here?
What is happening? The Happy
was-
Meal in the casino.
Hey, handsomes, we wanted to talk to you about AG1. AG1 has made it easy for me to get my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, adaptogens, and so much more, all in one beverage I can take in the morning.
In fact, AG1 is great to drink in the morning because unlike coffee, it can give you an energy boost with no caffeine crash. I've noticed improved digestion and just overall improved energy since I incorporated AG1 into my routine. AG1 has all non-GMO ingredients, contains no added sugar, and its powder form is easy to digest.
So start with AG1 and notice the difference for yourself. It's a great first step to investing in your health, and that's why we are so excited to be partnering with them. Try AG1 and get a free bottle of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/handsome. That's a $48 value for free if you go to drinkag1.com/handsome. Check it out. Today's podcast is sponsored by Prize Picks. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks.
This week, I'm going with Freddie Freeman of the LA Dodgers. That's right. The Dodgers are playing the Yankees in the World Series, and I'm leaning on Freddie to get a big hit in the big game.
Download the app today and use code HANDSOME to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HANDSOME to get $50 off instantly after playing your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
It was me, Stephanie, Max, and Finn, and their godparents. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a gaggle of us. And there were some kids behind us that were probably junior high school. The most obnoxious, annoying kids. Like
How
I didn't
so?
even recognize these kinds of personalities.
Oh my
Like they
Lord.
they would run over our little putting green while we're putting.
Oh, that is
No.
annoying.
And they'd be like talking to us and like starting to putt when our group hadn't finished.
Oh,
and I
that's
had-
a no-no and
They were
mini
so,
golf.
and I had to many times. This reminded me of having to be direct with a stranger, where I was like, "Excuse me," I said, our group has not finished." I had to do this 3 times to the point where I was the last one, so I got the brunt of it all because
Yeah.
everyone had gone through, and I was the last, and they were really eager by the time
Yeah.
I was ready to go, and I started holding my golf club up like a wall.
Oh
just-
my God.
Because they were like feral animals.
yeah.
And were they chaperoneless?
It seemed that way for quite a few holes, and then an adult seemed to appear. I don't know,
my
but I was
God.
like, what on earth?
Yeah.
Who are these people? I didn't understand, because every time, even when I thought about myself at 5 or 6, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Much less, look, I wasn't a perfect child. I'm not a perfect person. But I was I was smoking when I was 7, but I would not run across somebody's putt-putt green, you know?
Yeah, that's
and
a big
especially
profile.
if an adult was like, hey, back
Yeah.
off, my group has not finished. I would be like, oh, that would be startling to me that I
Yeah.
did something and an adult that I didn't even know told me to stop.
Right. There's different times these days.
It is
I used to
different
be
Some
times.
of these kids don't give a F. Don't
I
make
was
me
really
say
I
the
was
real
annoying
word.
like that, but then if an adult chastised me, I'd be mortified. Like I would be
Yeah.
annoying and be doing annoying things, but then
And I didn't yell at them. I just said, hey guys, our group hasn't finished. Scram, clowns. But then then the next time it happened, I was a little more firm. I was like, guys, our group has not finished. Please, can you back up and let us?
Oh my
It was
God.
so insane.
Was
That
there a
was
world
so
in which
insane.
that you guys could have let them go ahead, or that would have been not good either?
I mean, I wasn't smart enough to think of that. And I think also Max and Finn were, I just,
They were
you
in the
know,
zone.
Yeah. And they wanted to go and do their thing and they were
Yeah.
so into it.
Yeah.
And so were these teenagers, but
Ugh,
man, were
teenagers.
they annoying.
I
They were
remember
so
getting
annoying.
so annoyed at my mom when we'd go see a movie, and if someone was crinkling a candy wrapper, my mom would be like, immediately she'd spin around and be like, "Excuse me," and I would be so embarrassed. And then now I'm like, I'm her. Like but I'm worse because I'm passive aggressive. Like I'll just sigh and I'll give a lot of looks, and I'm like, I should just say what my mom said and be like, "Excuse me, please stop doing that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah,
Jax was subbing a couple years ago for middle schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
And she came home and she's like, no, never again. They're so mean.
Really?
They're so
Really?
mean. They're mean to me. They're mean to each other. And that now those middle schoolers would be these high school teenagers.
There was a buffoonery about them too.
see,
that
I am
was-
kind of relating to them. Though I'm remembering
Okay.
like when
Not me.
Jackass was on and stuff. Like I was in improv class and I was like 13. I'd go to the mall and I'd like get in the fountain in all my clothes, or I'd like go to the security
Okay.
guard and I'd ask where the
Okay.
mall is, you know.
Then it was your people. This was for sure your people.
But
I was the girl at slumber parties talking to people's parents, like, "Hi, Janice. I love tea."
and being like, guys, we shouldn't watch a PG-13 movie. Not all of us are 13.
Meanwhile, I was smoking, you
They're
know.
like, "Can you call me Mrs. Bumgardner?" Okay, Janice.
Bumgardner.
Okay, and you call me Miss Feimster. I can play this game.
I was always trying to hang out with the parents.
Me too. Yeah, flirting with the moms. Yeah.
Oh, I was not flirting with the moms.
May had a party
Your
and
mate's like, "Oh yeah, flirt
their
with the moms."
pants.
Just fingering
Miss
everybody.
Bumgardner. Miss Bumgardner, you want to
Bumgardner.
RSVP to my pants?
Yeah. Did you get the invite?
What with that parent thing? Okay, should we
They're
get
like,
into our? Oh, go ahead. Yes.
No, I was just continuing the.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's over. Mrs. Bumgardner telling Meg, "Can you please stop hitting on me?" All right, Janice. All right. Today's question asker is a drag queen, comedian, actor, and activist, best known for winning season 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race. He's appeared on shows like High Maintenance and a Black Lady sketch show, and co-hosted We're Here on HBO. Bob the Drag Queen is asking today's question.
Nice.
Hey, handsome. It's me, Bob the Drag Queen. I have a very important question for you. What is your favorite movie musical of all time, and why is it Chicago? I need to know the answer.
I still think all the
Chicago.
time about the I don't know, reality in which Tig took the job in Chicago the musical on Broadway. Remember you
With
were
Pamela
offered it?
Anderson. Yeah.
You and Pam.
Well, when I saw the Pamela documentary, which is phenomenal, if you haven't
Yeah.
seen it, check that out.
Yeah.
She's in the Chicago musical in that documentary, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Whoa, that
could've been
I was
you.
almost in that." So
Lord.
yeah,
The Chicago song has been going viral on TikTok where people are doing the like Broadway dance to it. The gun, you reach for the gun for the gun. And I wanted to learn it, but I didn't.
I
Let's
thought
put
you
it on the
had.
list.
Yeah.
Put it on the list. Let's
look like
learn
you got
that
it
dance.
down.
Amazing. Chicago is really sexy.
It's a classic.
Yeah. The Cicero. Is that a part? Cicero. Cicero.
That's all you. Cicero.
They had it coming.
They had it coming.
Yeah.
They only had themselves to blame.
I really at first
Sonny.
was like,
Oh,
what's
God.
that part?
I don't know. I don't know the musical.
Oh, you were just chiming in with us.
Yeah, it felt like the kind of thing where you go, Sonny.
Sonny. Yeah.
I love movie musicals. It's hard to pin down.
You're like a jukebox of movie musicals. You're born to be
love
in
them. But I won't get into mine yet. You guys tell me, do you have a favorite movie musical?
I do. Yeah.
What is it?
Grease. One of
Grease.
the only movies
I
I've ever seen.
I knew it was going to be Grease. It's pretty perfect.
It's a pretty great one.
It's so great, but also I went and probably saw it 7 times in the theater one
Oh.
summer. Had my grandmother take me over and over. But it took me, until I was an adult when I saw it again, where I was like, why does the car just fly into the sky?
I do think that the movie was pretty great and they didn't need that.
But I don't
disagree.
understand because you're in reality through the
Yeah.
whole movie.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they thought that was a perfect ending to this movie.
Yeah, and then,
I like it though,
the
it's-
car will just fly away.
I'm
And,
into it. I'm like riding high on those sick songs, and I want to ride off into the sky.
I was fine with it too. It was just more that when I was a child, it never crossed my mind of like, why is the car flying away? And as an adult, I truly was like, wait, why is the car flying away?
I mean, they did have those dream sequences with like Frankie Valli and stuff.
Yeah,
so there was
yeah.
like
Wait,
elements
what?
there.
I just
That's
had
true.
an epiphany.
What?
What if the car flying away means this is all Sandy's dream? That end sequence where she becomes the scary, mean, hot Sandy.
Wait,
what
is
if
she scary?
Well, yeah, she's in her leather, she's smoking, and
Sandy!
How good is that?
so good. So what if the car flying off? What if we're meant to assume that this was all Sandy's dream?
You're right.
She's gonna-
I forgot about the beauty school dropout
Beauty
and
school
Go Grease
dropout.
Lightning and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they had elements of it, but it just,
Right, you're
the
right.
ending was so big. It's so over the top. It just felt
Yeah.
like, did we need that? And then they did a Grease 2 with none of them in there.
Yeah, but oh man, she's great, Michelle Pfeiffer in that.
I only know
Is that good?
Cool
I only
Rider.
remember one. I remember Cool Rider.
Cool
and
Rider.
Let's do it for our country, the red, white, and the blue. Those are the only 2 songs I remember.
You would have thought that as such a Grease fan, I would have been like, hello, Grease too. But I was like, no.
But because it wasn't
thanks.
great.
Yeah,
But I didn't know that. And nor
True.
would I have cared.
right.
When I was so into Star Wars, and if people were telling me, Return of the Jedi isn't good or any of that, I'd be like, I don't care. And you're not
Yeah.
stopping me from going.
Yeah.
Maybe you were really into John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and you
I
didn't want it
was.
any other way.
I was so into them.
And did
was
you
in
want to
love with
be
both.
him? Yeah, you wanted both. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted every bit of both of them in whatever way I could have them. I love
You
them
wanted to be
so
you wanted
much.
to be him or smooch him.
Both. I
Both.
didn't care. I was like, and then he comes out in Urban Cowboy. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Oh my god. Yeah. I gotta say, if young Travolta forgot to RSVP to my pants, I'd still let him in.
Did
we
you
don't want
see
the
Urban
one
Cowboy?
now.
I did. Yeah.
You saw Urban Cowboy?
Yes.
Is that the one where he's thrusting his wiener?
What?
In that jazzercise class, like with Jamie Lee Curtis? He's like,
In Urban Cowboy?
am I? Which one?
There
was
is no
that?
jazzercise
There's a
in Urban.
Then what
Cowboy.
movie is it? May, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
whatever you're describing would not lure me
He's
to
like
a movie
dressed in
theater.
his wiener, and he's like,
yeah. What is
in the
that?
jazzercise
Fortune!
class.
No,
Come
this
on.
is just full on cowboy.
Well, now I've
It's
got
with
to Google
Deborah
it.
Winger.
Winger more
And
than
didn't they fall in
like
love in that?
Wanger.
They're together in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in
Jamie
real
Lee
life too, I
Curtis.
think they were together.
And
Were they?
John
I don't know.
think so.
Travolta. Oh, it was called Perfect.
One of his big hits.
And there's him with his wiener.
Thrust in his wiener.
I can't believe
Wiener
you've never
thrust.
seen that.
Me?
Ever? I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the wiener thrust.
Ye old wiener thrust.
That's because
missed it.
Google search history is
Our
wiener
listeners
thrust.
know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking for different things on Google.
Yeah. My family has a rich history of movie musicals, and my grandfather was in the stage thing of Rocky Horror Picture Show and My Fair Lady. So growing up, we would
Whoa.
listen to like the vinyl records of My Fair Lady a lot. Yeah, I think some of my favorite movies are movie musical. Why did I get suddenly so serious and never said a single funny thing? And it sounded like I was doing a speech at school. Some of my favorite movies are
What I Did This Summer
yeah.
by Mae Martin.
My family has a rich history of
I don't. It just seemed very Mae Martin what you were sharing.
yeah.
Would those be some of your favorites?
Not so much My Fair Lady, but like The Wizard of Oz, first of all.
Oh sure, yeah.
Holy shit. And then
That's good.
That's a
Rocky
good
Horror
one,
Picture
May.
Show.
Do you know what year The Wizard of Oz came out?
39?
Yes, May.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. Doesn't that seem
Yeah.
like a long
Sonny.
time ago?
Sonny.
It does seem like a long time ago, but here's the craziest part. I was born in 1971, so let's round up to 40. 50,
Okay.
60, 70. Like 32 years later, I'm born. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
you are.
I don't know how to feel about that.
But what
You're
are we
saying,
saying
like,
about
so
that?
much has changed.
I'm saying that's not too far away from 1939.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'm looking through this list of movie musicals, and there are many bangers
I'm not shocked.
in here that
I
it
truly
really
would have guessed 10.
10. No, there's like this is the 30 best ones, and there's many killer movies. I love Jax hates movie musicals and musicals.
Do you think Jax would be into Handsome the Musical? If we made a movie musical, oh my God, I'd love
There were
it.
a lot of like butch lesbians in it for sure.
Well, there will be.
Good, then she would love it.
And well, we could sing "How Do You Solve a Problem Like
Like
Mae Martin."
Maria.
Diarrhea.
She wouldn't like that. She wouldn't like that part.
diarrhea.
There'd be a lot
How
of
do we
top
solve a
hats.
problem like diarrhea?
We'd have a lot of vests and a lot of top hats in that, and then some what do
a lot
you
of
call
sunny.
it? Tap dancing.
Sonny!
Yeah. I would like to inexplicably have that Cockney British accent just when I sing.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
You know, the movie would be about us podcasting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, "My internet went down, and no one was around."
But it'll be back up at 10:30.
10:30.
On the dot.
That's what my contract says with the internet provider.
10:30.
Oh, why don't they
Breaking
believe me?
news, I celebrated Canada Day yesterday. Now, this list of top movie musicals has Cabaret as number 1.
Oh, I
How do
disagree.
we feel about that? I don't think I like Cabaret.
Me too.
Liza's the queen, but that's not my number 1.
Yeah, same.
I don't even know if my number 1 is on here.
What's your number one?
I love Moulin Rouge.
Oh, that's great.
And there's a song written to you.
To me?
Come what may. I mean, it's not written by the
Sonny.
musical. Come what may.
Sonny!
I will love you till my
Until I
dying
die.
day.
How
We
do you
could
solve
fortune-
that?
At karaoke, Fortune, you and I could do the Elephant Love Song medley.
I know the whole Elephant Love Song medley.
Me too.
All you need is love. All
girl's
you
got
need
to
is
eat.
love.
She'll end up
All
on the
you
street.
need is love. Love is just
Love
a
is
game.
just a game.
I was
I
made
was
for
meant for
loving
loving
you,
you,
baby.
baby.
You were meant
Wow.
for loving me. I mean, it's a great movie.
It's a great
It's not
movie.
on this list, but that one's a favorite. But as a kid, my favorite, besides Sound of Music, and I think I just have a Julie Andrews obsession, Mary Poppins.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so good.
sure.
I mean,
I
come
loved the
on.
new Mary Poppins. I went to see it with my parents in London, and me and my dad wept.
Who was in
Aw.
that?
Emily Blunt and Dick Van Dyke was in it.
Uh-huh.
And did a whole song and dance, and man, he was good. Yeah, I really like the new Matilda the musical movie on Netflix. That's
I didn't see it.
I saw it on stage in London too. It's like, yeah, it's really good, really, really good.
Is
Yeah.
that like the same thing as that movie Matilda?
Well, there was a movie Matilda that Danny DeVito directed way back when, and then this is a new one with like Emma Thompson, and it was.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on.
I
the
saw
guy
that
Tim
one
Minchin.
with-
Tim Minchin wrote it.
Yeah, I saw the one with Danny DeVito, and I thought that was so good.
So good.
Do animated movies count towards movie musicals?
I
Anything
think so.
counts. We
I
don't have a
mean,
boss
hello,
here.
Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
mean,
God. Yeah.
guys, how do we even pick?
Why do you think they started to begin with? Like, were people just like, it's more emotional if you sing it, or like it's kind of so adorable that human beings were like, let's sing it.
Yeah.
We took Max and Finn to see The Lion King when they were probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3.5, somewhere in
Oh my
3,
God.
something like that. And I'm not the biggest movie goer, but
Yeah.
Finn, at that age, he wandered off. He was like, he needed to go on a walk. So Stephanie went on a walk and with him. And I'm sitting there with Max. It's just the two of us. And it's when, is it Simba? Is that the lion? Okay.
Yeah.
And
One of.
or his his dad, I guess, gets in a fight.
Mufasa. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gets in a fight.
and-
Mufasa. Yeah.
and falls off the cliff
Yeah, he's
and
murdered
dies.
by his brother
he
Scar,
dies. It's
yeah.
Okay.
sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as this is happening, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
He died. And and Max is sitting there and he's like, and I'm realizing, oh no, he's wondering what's going on. And he turned to
Yeah.
me and he said, Mare, what happened to his dad? And I just said, just really casually, to not make a big deal out of it, I was like, oh yeah, he kerplunked.
Just to take the bite out of it.
Well, we hadn't ever talked about death.
Oh my
Kerplunked.
God.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
oh yeah,
hilarious.
and that's what I called it when they were little and they'd fall over. I'd
Yeah.
say, oh, careful, you don't want to kerplunk, or oh my gosh, you kerplunked pretty bad there, didn't you? And
I
then
thought you
so,
meant die.
That's really good.
well, no, he still didn't know what die meant when we were watching the line. Like he didn't know about that, about death. And
Yeah.
so
That's
I
really
just
funny.
casually was like, oh yeah, he kerplunked. And then I was like,
did he accept
oh,
that? Was he-
he was like, oh, but you could tell he was like, this
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
than
He's
kerplunk.
like, why is it
Yeah.
he coming back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I just sat there going, no more questions. No more questions, please. So
Sometimes those Disney movies really threw in some stuff you weren't
yeah,
ready
sometimes
for.
people kerplunk and animals
Yeah.
kerplunk.
Bambi. Oh, yeah, rough.
Yeah, Bambi's mother kerplunked.
Yeah.
You guys remember Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes, yeah. And Steve Martin's in that.
Seymour.
Yes. And Rick Moranis, the great Rick Moranis. Why aren't you in musicals, Fortune? You'd be on
real.
cloud
She's in
nine.
Handsome, the
Right.
musical.
Right, of course.
I've never.
yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever been in a musical.
You gotta be. If maybe
Come
we'll do like
on.
we should do like a Christmas pantomime, you know?
Okay. What
We've
does that
got
mean?
to. Don't tee us
that
up
involve?
for a pantomime Christmas and
Like,
not
what is
deliver,
that?
May.
What is that gonna be?
This year, pantomime
Okay, you
Christmas.
promise me this year we're going to have a pantomime Christmas? What in the hell are you talking about?
A pantomime.
A
You know what a
pantomime. I
but
of
you know what
course do, but what are you talking about? Christmas
yeah, when our-
pantomime?
Yeah, I just thought it might be fun. We get, we rent out a theater, a
Yeah.
large theater.
Step one.
And then we get a live band. We get
Step
a
two.
bunch of reindeer, and we do
Oh,
like
this
a
seems
whole
a lot.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna
And then
follow
what?
through.
Put it on
After
the list,
reindeer,
Thomas.
Then what?
Then we all start like da, 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 and we all come out, three little angels in our bonnets, and we
I
sing.
do love Christmas music. Don't get me
Yeah.
started on that.
Oh my gosh.
Also, another fave, Dreamgirls.
Yeah, I haven't seen it actually.
Somebody
I'll
has
be your
Googled it
dream
up.
Girls.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll make you happy. I'll be a dream girl. Just saying, it's a great one too.
I'm just saying.
And I'm telling you, I'm not going. You're
Thomas,
the best
I'm
thing
obsessed
I've
with
ever
Thomas. Just
loved.
wrote. Thomas just put in the chat. We should wrap up soon.
Thomas, how dare you? I haven't sang in a while. I gave it a rest for a minute so the three
Why?
people on the internet who don't like music or fun can
Listen.
lay off.
Don't listen to the haters.
We can't listen to that. We cannot let that influence us if people don't like it. Here's my feeling. If you were eavesdropping on a table of three friends talking, would you really lean over and give them notes
Good point, Tig.
and be like, hey,
Yeah, this one's singing too much.
Yeah, I liked when you guys were talking and this one wasn't singing. Or I liked when you know what I mean? It's like we are just putting out a free podcast. And you take it or you leave it. Okay?
There you go.
Yeah, don't give people notes at the table next to you. We're the table next to you.
You can't ask them to borrow some salt.
Should we wait? So
Fault.
do we know what Bob's answer is from his?
Oh yeah,
question?
we do
I
have to hear Bob's answer. I for some reason feel like it's going to be Chicago.
I have a weird suspicion it
What are you, a
might be
detective?
Chicago.
Let's hear it.
I mean, obviously the answer is, say it with me, 1, 2, 3, Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago is one of the most brilliant of all times. However, it is close between Chicago and Dreamgirls. It's hard to pick. I can't
that.
pick for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Girl.
Okay, Fortune, that's enough.
Jennifer Hudson, I know that was a remake of the original Dreamgirls, but Jennifer Hudson singing that song
Anything.
was like, holy cow.
Did
She
I
played
ever?
Effie, and it was like,
She's so
Pin drop.
good.
Didn't she get nominated for an Oscar for that? I think she,
she
might
did.
have.
I'm
Didn't
pretty
she
sure.
win?
Maybe she might have won.
Did she
yeah,
win?
maybe
She might have
Yeah, I
won.
think
Yeah,
she
It
won.
was incredible. Oh my God, it was incredible.
Did
I
I
love her.
I think I've told you this, that I went to see Cats the musical on stage, and Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls was singing that song
that fits.
Memories, and she hit this high note, and like people jumped to their feet, and I was on a date, and my date screamed, like involuntarily was like, ah! Because it was
Really?
because it was so good.
I didn't know that the Cats musical could incite that kind of excitement.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you sure it wasn't because she had RSVP'd to your pants?
It
Yeah.
might have been.
She
Could have been a
ping
mixture.
She had a ping in her panties.
Hello.
This date of yours.
Well,
And she
Yes.
was told she got her invite accepted into your pants.
denied.
Anyway.
We were already
Anyways.
trying to wrap it up, and Fortune
Yeah.
had to just
bring it
drag it
back.
out
Bring
a
it full
little longer.
circle.
Guys, do you have anything coming up? First of all, we got a bunch of merch.
Not just a bunch of merch, but maybe the best merch in town that I see out in the wild all the time.
Yeah.
I love
All
that.
the time. It's so
And we have
great.
two new things. The Yeah Goes t-shirt, which everyone's been asking us for. You must wear this on Halloween. Please, 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 please wear it on Halloween. And please tag us online so that we can see your pictures and repost. And we also have an awesome Keep It Handsome hoodie. When it's
Big
cold,
time.
you can be all comfy and cozy in our Keep It Handsome hoodie, and it looks so good.
Well, I'm going to be just living at Comedy Bar in Toronto, working out new material, popping into LA here and there to do Largo and Dynasty Typewriter. But man, I seriously, every now and then they'll put up a new date at Comedy Bar. It's going to be never ending through February. I'll tell you that much. So
There you go.
if you're sick of me, don't go to Comedy Bar, because that is my new house. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just have one last show of my tour, November 16th in Santa Rosa, California. My Live, Laugh, Love tour.
I got nothing except I'm going to be at Largo in November and December and Dynasty Typewriter. So look at social medias. I'll be there.
Social meds.
Oh, and my new album, Hello Again, the audio version of my stand-up special, Hello Again,
Nice.
is out on Secretly Canadian Records. And you can go to my website, tignotaro.com, for that too.
We appreciate everybody listening. You guys
Yeah,
are
we
the
love you
best.
all.
Yes, please take 1 second right now. Stop what you're doing. Just stop what you're doing. I know you hear us say to subscribe and you don't. And you're like, I've been meaning to, or I will. Stop and do that. And then also go to YouTube and look how dorky Fortune looks right now. I mean, this is truly, this is that. You must
baby.
You must go to YouTube.
Baby.
And subscribe to YouTube, and also share your favorite episodes with friends and help build our community. And until next time, huh?
Keep it
Keep it
handsome.
handsome.
Home insurance can feel really complicated, but here's the simple part. You want the best insurance at the best price available. Allstate makes it easy to sign up for a new policy or switch from an existing one. If you're a homeowner, Allstate can help.
Check Allstate first, and you could save $574 on your home insurance. No hassle, just savings. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state, based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.